Fasco Industries, a nationwide source of home comfort products, electric motors, a wide variety of electrical control devices, and commercial industrial products. Founded in 1911 as the F.A. Smith Manufacturing Company, the company originally developed and manufactured auto accessories. During the 20s and 30s, they began manufacturing fractional horsepower electric motors, controls, and a wide variety of consumer products. By the late 40s, the company's name was formally changed to Fasco Industries Incorporated. Fasco expanded and modernized their manufacturing capabilities and facilities during the next 20 years and moved their operating divisions throughout the country. Now Fasco is a widely diversified company with the corporate headquarters in Boca Raton, Florida, the Consumer Products Division in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the Controls Division plant in Shelby, North Carolina, and 4 Motor Division plants in Missouri, Eldon, Cassville, Ozark, and Tipton. Fasco has acquired several leading companies as wholly owned subsidiaries. Electro Corporation, a leading designer and supplier of specialized components and controls located in Sarasota, Florida. Elmwood Sensors Incorporated, a leading worldwide supplier of precision and commercial thermostats and definite purpose contactors with plants in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and 2 in North Shields, England. Torin Engineered Blowers, a leading designer and manufacturer of high-tech blowers for government and aerospace agencies with plants in Waterbury, Connecticut, Simi Valley, California, and Wiltshire, England. A major change occurred for Fasco when it was purchased by the Hawker Siddeley Group Public Limited Company, a major international force in electrical, mechanical, and project engineering. Hawker Siddeley has truly earned the title Engineers to the World. With operations on 6 continents, Hawker Siddeley employs over 41,000 people working for more than 140 companies. Since its origin, the Consumer Products Division of Fasco has manufactured a wide range of products for home, business, and industrial applications. They include a wide variety of ventilation products, residential heating products, commercial industrial products, ceiling fans, products for the bathroom, residential convenience products, Fasco's newest product line is residential and commercial lighting, vanity strips for bath and powder room areas with matching ceiling fixtures. Track lighting systems, which include a variety of tracks, joiners, and a wide selection of lamp holders. The stylish lamp holders are designed to match any decor and include the most up-to-date low-voltage models. Recessed lighting systems, which include a wide selection of trims and a variety of recessed housings. Track and recessed lights may be used to spotlight items or areas, to highlight collections, to paint walls with light, and to provide general illumination. From quality comes pride, which in turn motivates Fasco Consumer Products employees to manufacture products to the highest standards. Fasco is, above all, a service-oriented company with a fully diversified product line. Everything necessary for the development of new products exists within Fasco's Consumer Products Division, from research and development to design and manufacturing. Fasco has the machinery and equipment for large volume manufacturing. To assure top quality products, every Fasco worker is cross-trained and possesses the multiple skills and experience needed to perform many manufacturing operations. Quality control is a continuing process at Fasco. Every product is 100% tested, involving both cosmetic and performance inspections. In fact, every employee involved in the production of a product has the right to reject a part he feels is not up to Fasco standards. Once the product is complete, quality packaging assures safe, sound delivery. Fasco's new 60,000 square foot warehouse allows them to manufacture to inventory for faster shipments. Fasco provides marketing and advertising assistance through professionally produced ads, brochures, and stuffers, eye-catching displays, and effective packaging designs. Fasco is a customer-oriented company taking pride in its accomplishments. And Fasco people do take pride. They care about their business and their specific role in producing Fasco products. Fasco people treat customers as individuals. When you buy Fasco products, Fasco people work with you. Fasco's parts and service department is in-house, ready to serve promptly and courteously. Being there when you need them is the keystone of Fasco's continued success. And clearly, it's Fasco people who make the difference.
Good day. We're here to show you fine folks an American how to install a Fasco central vacuum system. Myself, and with the help of Ed Jackleg, we're going to show you the steps that you need to take in order to equip your home with the finest in the cleaning system. Ed this morning has a new universal tool for installing central vacs, and he wants to debut that this time. No, seriously, folks, we'll now show you what tools you need to install a central vacuum system. A home installed with a central vacuum system, which is setting identical to a house without it, will bring from $1,500 to $2,000 more on the retail market. It only takes a few amount of dollars to buy all the stuff that you need to install a central vacuum system. And with Ed's help this morning, we'll go through some of the parts that you'll need and the tools that you'll need to install one correctly. First of all, the tubing is a 2-inch OD plastic tubing. It can be cut with any household tool that you might have around there. We would suggest a hacksaw, or you can also use a tube cutter if you have one that's large enough to fit the 2-inch OD. After you have the house kind of laid out where you want to put it, you go in and make all the specific cuts that you'll need on your pipe. And to install the pipe in the floor, you'll need a drill with a 2 1/4-inch hole saw to drill down through the studs in the floor, going from floor to floor to install the pipe to wherever you need it. Fasco's 862CA combination faceplate and 90-degree wall adapter makes for ease of installation in new construction. Simply take this combination adapter apart, nail it to the stud or wherever you want your faceplate to be, and then you have your 90-degree adapter, which you must be sure and glued. Has to be glued securely. or you don't get any air leakage out of there for the final installation. So if you can imagine a wall here, this on the outside on the stud, and your 90 degree going down to where your pipe and your tubing can be fitted in below to run down to the basement to where you have your central system installed. Also, when running your tubing, you have to make sure that you run a low current wire, low voltage wire. And to do this, you simply run it alongside the pipe to wherever your pipe is going and run an individual strand, one to wherever your faceplate is going to be coming out of the wall. You have to have a wire coming out into the faceplate through the little hole of the 862CA. You want to leave at least a foot of wire there to make sure that you have enough to make your connection with. Run it alongside the pipe, and you can either take electrical tape, wire the low voltage wire, just tape it right directly to the pipe as it's running up, and you only need to make one run to each faceplate. So after you make a run with the wire to this faceplate, you can then take your wire from there and run it to the next one, and just connect them all in a series. Also, installing the vacuum, you'll need some sandpaper, so that after you've cut the pipe with the hacksaw or whatever, you're going to get some rough burrs and edges on there. And what you need to do is take sandpaper and smooth it down so that you get all the burrs off of it, so that you'll get a good tight seal on all of your fittings whenever you put it on. And before we put it on, Ed has reminded me that we do need some cement, PVC glue. You just take a little bit of this on the dauber and rub it around the outside. Make sure you got plenty on there. Then take your fitting, whichever fitting it may be, whether it's a coupling, a 90, the part of your 862CA, your 45 degree, or whatever, and put it on there and give it about a quarter of a turn. Make sure that you get a good tight seal. That is very important in installing a central vacuum system. There's a number of different ways, a couple of different ways that we can lay out a central vacuum system. One, if you have a blueprint and you haven't started building your house yet, like this fine blueprint we have here, you can take a 7-inch piece of string or a 7-inch piece of weed eater rope, and Ed here has found that it's much easier to cut the rope before you have the weed eater started. A little safety hint there. You take your 7-inch piece of weed eater rope and lay it out on your house plan and go from outlet to outlet. This will enable you to find out how many outlets you'll need to do your complete home. In doing that, you have to make sure that your 7-inch, let's go back a little bit, Ed. Tell them that a 7-inch piece of string or weed eater rope is equal to the 28-foot hose that you'll have with your central vacuum system. Ed there is showing you the hose, putting it out here, and so this 28-foot hose is equal to this 7-inch piece of string on a house plan, because most house plans, as we all know, are just laid out with a 1/4 inch to a foot. So a 1/4 inch to a foot would be a 7-inch piece is equal to a 28-foot hose. And then you lay it down on your house plan, decide where you want your first outlet, and then take your 7-inch piece of weed eater rope and see if it will reach to all of the areas in the house. And you do need to make sure that when you're doing this, that you do allow for the bedroom and the playground equipment being there. Then you simply go to the next one, the next outlet. To the next outlet and see if it can reach all again around all the doors and everything. The normal house can be laid out with approximately 3 or 4 utility or faceplate outlets so that it can reach the whole house. We also, if you have the house roughed in, all you have to do is take the 28-foot hose and go down, or a 28-foot foot piece of string or whatever and lay it out on the floor and actually see that you can reach around all the corners of each of the rooms. You do want to make sure. Ed, you can talk. What am I supposed to show them with this? What is it?
Use that to lay it out.
Well, yes, you can use this to lay it out, but my thinking there, Ed, was most people are not going to have this bought by the time they've got their house just framing it up. Takes kidneys. Figure that out. So if you do have your hose, you can use that to lay it out. We'll also take you down to a house that's under construction and show you how we are on the site trying to putting in a central vacuum system. Again, with our tools, you simply drill down through the studs, down below. One important thing that you have to remember in installing a central vac is that you want to do it after the house is framed up, roughed in, and your plumbing and your ductwork is finished, so that we know that we don't interfere with any of that. Drill your hole down below through the stud work. What we'll have is a finished product. Be coming up out of the floor with your pipe nailed to the wall, your low voltage wire coming out of the bottom hole or the top, whichever is the most convenient for you. After that, you want to make sure that you have these installed as centrally in your hallway as possible. Remember to do it with as simple as possible to get the entire house. Remembering that you have a 28-foot hose that you'll be able to reach in all directions from this one outlet. Move on down the hall to the next one. Another important thing to remember in installing a Fasco central vacuum system, house is finished, you come back in and you install your faceplate. You can either do it sideways like we do in Kentucky, or the normal way, stand it up right like this to where your door comes down, flap comes down, and then your hose will rest on this. And also you can take this faceplate, which comes in antique brass or in an ivory plastic, and it can be installed as a floor inlet. After you just bring your pipe directly up through the carpet, take this, lay it directly down onto the pipe, and you make your connections that way. We do recommend for a floor installation that you use the antique brass, which is a metal, cast metal, rather than the plastic, because of normally walking over it you may find that you'll have a breakage in the plastic. Make your wiring connections with the low voltage wire that's coming up through with a little wire nut or electrical tape, either one. Shove them back through the hole in the 862CA faceplate adapter. Make your wiring connections. Put your faceplate in, held on by 2 screws. And you're in business. As soon as we get our screwdriver turned around. Finish up putting your central vacuum system in. Pick your location which is best for you, either in the garage or in the basement, away from the living quarters of the house as much as possible. This master vac system by Fasco is very easy to install. As you can see here, we have it in the 3 separate parts. The middle part is where you do your mounting with, and as you can see, it has its own mounting brackets on the back of it, which are 16-inch on center for the regular constructed home. Simply mount your middle bracket onto the wall, and which is very sturdy and ready to support the weight of the motor in the bottom can. Ed here will help me. We'll set the motor on. All you do is set the motor down, line up your 2 snaps that are on the side, pull them down into place. Your motor then becomes an integral working part of your master vac system. Ed's doing our final wiring connections. Plug it into the outlet. If you get it wired up right there, Ed, looks pretty good. Then your bottom dirt container. The third section of our master vac system is our 28-quart or 7-gallon dirt container. It fits down on the bottom section. The only thing that could ever go wrong with your master vac system would possibly be the brushes that are in the motor. And as you can see, the way we put it together, anything should ever go wrong with this system, it's from here up. You simply undo the 2 snaps, lift it off, and don't forget to unplug it. And always a good idea, lift the head off, and then you're ready to take it back for service, which Masco does have an excellent service department. We'll show you now some of the different features of the central vacuum system. Ed down there is fixing to get himself dirty. This unit has been in use, but here we have a permanent moleskin filter. This is a cloth filter. Never needs to be replaced. You don't have to buy those expensive paper bags like a lot of units on the market does. This also has a finger pull on it to where you can grab a hold of it, give it a yank, and bring it down to where you can take it out and clean it from time to time. This is not necessary except for maybe once a year. Now with 28-quart, 7-gallon dirt container, you don't have to worry about dumping and getting a new bag and putting it in there. One suggestion that we have is to line this bottom container with a trash can liner. And then just simply put it back into place with the 2 snaps that you have on the side. Snap it down. If you have a garbage can liner in there, just let it hang down over the side. Then whenever you get ready to take your dirt out, you simply undo the 2 snaps, take your garbage can, tie the neck of it, lift it out, and it's ready to throw away. Also, some of the other features on your master vac system is your utility inlet, your bonus inlet, if you will, that you have on the side of the unit itself. It got too hot here with me, I guess, so he had to take a break. But anyhow, you put your hose, this can go on either side of your vacuum system. If you bring in your tubing from your wall on this side, of course, your bonus inlet would be over here. And if you were doing it the opposite, then your bonus inlet would be over here. You can do this for ease of being able to vacuum whatever system, whatever room you have your central vacuum system in. How easy it is to retrieve anything that may have been sucked up into your central vacuum system. A cat or a sock or anything else. How did the cat get there? Central vacuum systems are rated by water lift. Well, I should say almost all. One of our competitors says that CFM is what's important in a central vacuum system. Ed here would like to demonstrate what they're talking about with CFM. Ed says that with CFM in a vacuum system, it's a lot like vacuuming your house with a bath fan. A 50 CFM bath fan. Don't suck up a whole lot of dirt, does it, Ed? Folks, water lift is what's important in a central vac system. To explain what water lift is a little bit more, what they do, they take a container of water, take a 1-inch clear plastic tube and put one end into the water, hook the other end to your vacuum system to see how far it will actually lift water up the tube. That water lift, in other words, is equal to suction. How much suction you have is what's important to how fast you're going to get your rugs clean. Not to how fast we can move the dirt once we pick it up. Is what CFM is telling you how many cubic feet of air per minute that we can move. Once we pick the dirt up, how fast we can get it to the container. It don't matter, it says, if you can't pick it up. It don't matter how fast we can move it. Water lift. The Master Vac by Fasco has 160-inch water lift. One of the most powerful units on the market today. The features of Fasco's central vacuum system is the wet pickup system. With this, you can pick up water or other items, wet liquid, if in case you have an accident, like you maybe drunk, Ed here has drunk too much wine coolers. And we might be able to take our central vac wet pickup system and vacuum up the accident here. One word of caution. Don't do this if you've had too many wine coolers to drink. You might be vacuuming up something that you don't want to. But with Fasco's water pickup system, it is available to pick up like water off of your wet basement floor or your garage floor, or after a party with too many wine coolers. Presentation on installing a FASCO central vac system. A few other words of advice. First of all, whenever you get your central vacuum system, if you'll take this bottom dirt container off, you'll find that there are a number of goodies found inside it, like your bonus inlet that goes on the side, your cord that plugs it in, and another very important piece of information is the installation instructions. We have not covered a lot of the things that you may have questions on, and all of those can be answered from the installation manual, which comes packed with every FASCO central vac system. As well as this fine tape presentation, we also have literature available showing and giving you all the features of the central vac systems. The master vac that we've just covered, showing inside, showing all the different features with the twin motors, giving you that 160-inch water lift, all of the different accessories to go with it, from your rug tools, your hose, electric power brush, everything that you'll need to make your vacuuming a breeze. And then on the back, of course, picturing the wet pickup system and the current carrying hose which is available. Besides the master vac, FASCO also makes our 851DM, another fine central vacuum system with, again, a dual motor system. On the inside of this literature, you'll find, again, the information pertaining to the 851DM. This particular unit has a 136-inch water lift. Then on the back of that one, we have pictured all of the different fittings with the description of what each one of them is and what each one of them will do. And then a third central vacuum system that FASCO manufactures is our 853. The 853 is an economy model vacuum for your condominiums and apartment type projects. This one has a water lift of 96 inches. All of these three central vac systems, any one of those three, would do an excellent job for you. FASCO, besides having the literature available for you and for distribution to your customers, we also have trained territory managers, really trained territory and kind of trained regional managers to help. Anytime that you may have a question, feel free to call FASCO at 1-800-334-4126, and they will get you in touch with your nearest managers. Ed would like to break his code of silence at this particular moment and saying, "Buy American," and we thank you for your support.